up, YouTube? I am NintendoMan64, bringing you another episode of Pokemon Leaf Green. In the last episode, we made our way through Viridian Forest, caught ourselves a Pikachu, along with a few Bug-type Pokemon, and made our way and got ourselves highly leveled. Pidgey, extraordinarily high-leveled. Just because you're extraordinarily high-leveled, Pidgey, does not mean I'm going to use you, so don't get your hopes up. I do have my other plans and Pokemon that I intend to use. Nevertheless, Pidgey will be a very useful placeholder, even if it's just temporary, as I do intend to catch at least one other Pokemon on my journey throughout the Pokemon world in this episode. But before we do any of that, we have to explore Pewter City! Pewter City is the first area with a gym that we can actually take part in. But first things first, let's go into this house. See if we can learn anything. Pokemon learn new techniques as they grow, but some moves must be taught to them by people. A Pokemon becomes easier to catch if it has a status problem. Wow, 2 more incredibly helpful helpers. That's very nice of you, game. I'm sure they all said stupid crap in the original games. There aren't many serious Pokemon trainers here. They're all like bug catchers, you know, just hobbyists. But Pewter Gym's Brock isn't like that, not one bit. Ooh, highlighting a challenge. As you guys know, the N-Man always wants a challenge, and he always welcomes a challenge. Getting that goddamn Elgato thing was working out, was a challenge, and I ended up succeeding there. Psst, do you know what I'm doing? Nope. Oh, no, I said yes. No, I don't know what you're doing. I'm spraying Repel to keep wild Pokemon out of my garden. I'm surprised you'd actually not want wild Pokemon in your garden. I thought you want to catch Pokemon. Besides, those flowers are kind of generic, dude. I'm pretty sure you'd want something better, but who am I to judge? I guess. In this Pokemart, you can actually buy some more interesting things, such as you can now buy a bunch of these healing items, an escape rope, which is useful for escaping a cave or a dungeon, which are technically the same thing in an RPG, but I digress. And you can buy Repel, which will help you repel wild Pokemon. This is going to be integral to our Let's Play later on, but for now, I'm not going to worry too much about that. Instead, I'm going to buy up a couple of antidotes. I'm going to buy up a bunch of paralyzed heals, and I have no money for anything else, so that's okay. Those are the few things that I was most worried about for this LP. At least even early on, because those are the only 2 that are seriously getting consideration for being annoying. Did you check out the museum? Nope. Really? You absolutely have to go. Oh, damn it. He's going to show us to the museum. Lots of people want to show us things in this town. This is it, the museum. You have to pay to get in, but it's worth it. See you around. It's not worth it, dweeb. Well, it is worth it if you want to learn some interesting things about the Pokemon world. And by interesting, I mean, interesting. You can see here, there's actually something very interesting that's in this restaurant. I've always liked this. Restaurant, wow. Wow, I'm tired. Even though I've got like 8 or 9 more things planned for today. And they're talking about an outsider let me reread that, I'm sorry. Our Pokemon's an outsider, so it's finicky and hard to handle. An outsider is a Pokemon that you get in a trade. It grows fast, but it may ignore an unskilled trainer in battle. If only we had some badges. That's right! Actually, as it happens, in the world of Pokemon, if you acquire a Pokemon through trade, after level 10, it will not obey you. In fact, if you level up a Pokemon too much in this game, they will not obey you. That's why it's not very wise to focus on just having one Pokemon for your team. It's a little risky, especially if you ask me. Just trying to get this poor Nidoran to sit. We'll cover Nidorans in a minute. And stop turning my screen off! God damn. I thought it would be this friggin' hard. Now, you can't go past Pewter City because this guy will just make you go right to Brock's gym. So, with all that in mind, let's go visit the museum, I guess. Well, I need to culturize you people. Culturalizing for the win. Yes, it's $50 for a child's ticket. Wow, that's expensive. Stupid. Just to look at shit, it's expensive. Oh, wow, whatever. I should be grateful for my long life. Never did I think I would get to see the bones of a dragon. Aerodactyl, primitive and rare Pokemon. Well, I will be covering Aerodactyl, don't worry. Same with Kabutops, I will cover them. Do not worry. Do not worry your nifty little heads. I don't believe anything else is really said, aside from, I believe, this guy. Moonstone, huh? What's so special about it? Looks like an ordinary rock to me. You're gravely mistaken. Moonstones are actually kind of awesome. A meteorite that fell on Mount Moon. It is thought to be a moonstone. Moonstones are actually kind of important in this game. Well, not important per se, but more useful. If you're raising Pokemon that need Moonstones in order to reach their final evolutions, I highly recommend you get Moonstones. They're kind of hard to find, though, so you gotta be careful. There is one in the upcoming dungeon that we have to worry about. Clefairy came from the moon. That's what the rumor is. They appeared after Moonstones fell on Mount Moon. That's interesting. Okay, with all that taken care of, looks like we're ready to take on the gym. Now, there are only 3 Pokemon I would recommend for this gym. Bulbasaur, Squirtle, or Mankey. Every other Pokemon here will struggle unless you have leveled the living crap out of your Charmander if you're using a Charmander while we're doing this. No other Pokemon do I recommend, at least at this early on. Unless, of course, you want to trade Pokemon or you're doing like a randomized Nuzlocke. To be honest, I even think Bulbabutt's a bit underleveled here, so it's a little worrying to me, but you know what? I'm actually kind of confident. And as you look at my team, I'm going to tell you something right now, but if Bulbabutt dies, we are up Shit's Creek without a paddle, so hopefully, Bulbabutt will be able to one-hit KO these Pokemon. Because, as you would expect from his punny name, Brock utilizes Rock-type Pokemon! Hiya, do you want to dream big? Do you dare to dream of becoming the Pokemon champ? I'm no trainer, but I can advise you on how to win. Sure, why not? Alright, let's get happening. The first Pokemon out in the match is at the left of the Pokemon list. By changing the order of Pokemon, you may gain an advantage. Try different orders to suit your opponent's party. That didn't help me at all, but thank you, I guess. Okay, like I said, Bulbasaur. I guess if you level up a Butterfree, it could be useful. But for me, it's Bulbasaur, Squirtle, or Mankey. If you don't have either of those, you may struggle here. Stop right there, kid. You're 10,000 light years from facing Brock. Tool. Okay, this is a junior trainer, or I'm sorry, not junior trainer, it's Camper. They used to be junior trainers. Camper Liam would like to battle. And he's going to bring out a Geodude. I am going to talk about Geodude in the gym battle, the gym leader battle, because I'm not really worried about it at the moment. Why? Simple. Because the gym leader has a Geodude, so I don't have to go all in depth on details with it. So yay, we're good. Alright, Bulbabutt grows to level 11 from just fighting one Pokemon, so that's awesome. Alright, next up is Sandshrew. Sandshrew is a pure ground type available in Leaf Green only. It's very defensive, relies mostly on physical attacks to hinder opponents, and for the most part is a pretty good Pokemon. Would I recommend you use it? Maybe not, because there are usually better options of those specific types, but I could see it becoming very useful. I've used a Sandshrew in a previous Let's Play. I used it in my Pokemon Heart Gold Let's Play, and it was one of the driving forces. In fact, were it not for that Sandshrew and its ultimate evolved form, I would never have won the final battle. It's a very good Pokemon. If you want to use Sandshrew, by all means, I recommend it. I will not be using it, though, because I have another ground type in mind that I am more keen on using. And because this kid's stupid, he thinks light years is time, but it's distance. Get a clue. I learned that from Toy Story, damn it. Okay, Brock. Can I get my Eric Stewart voice? Nah, my throat's a little bothering me. I've been doing my Waluigi impression a little too much because I'm trying to please little kids. Because they love them Waluigi. So, you're here. I'm Brock. I'm Pewter's gym leader. My rock-hard willpower is evident even in my Pokemon. My Pokemon are all rock-hard and have true grit determination. That's right, my Pokemon are all the rock type. Wahaha! You're going to challenge me knowing that you'll lose? Wow, he has Kaiba written all over him. Sorry about that, my throat was getting a little dry again. That's the trainer's honor that compels you to challenge me. Fine then, show me your best. And bring on the first gym battle! Brock is by far the easiest gym leader I've honestly ever faced. He only has 2 Pokemon every time you face him with the exceptions of the Gen 2 and 4 showdowns of his. He starts out with Geodude, level 12, with the moves Tackle, Defense Curl, and Rock Throw. Geodude is... I'm not gonna lie, Geodude is a bad Pokemon. Geodude is Rock and Ground type, which means it has a quad weakness to Grass types. And as you can see there, Bulbabutt dismantled the poor thing. And almost leveled up to level 13 because of it, which would have been fantastic, but again, I digress. It's a good Pokemon. I mean, it's not a good Pokemon. It's a bad Pokemon, bad typing. If you want to use it to just absorb normal physical attacks, I'd say go for it, but it's really not worth it in the long run. Onix, on the other hand, I can say a bit more nicer things about because it is fast, it does do a lot of decent damage, it can learn a wide variety of attacks, and it can also evolve into an awesome Pokemon if you've raised it properly. I believe this Onix knows... I don't remember its moves right now, but I'll have them in the description in case you guys don't know, so I can fill you guys in. But you really should not worry about the movesets for Brock because he's a pushover. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you appreciated him, but he is an absolute pushover. And nope, not level 14, but nevertheless, we took down Brock without even flinching. I took you for granted, and so I lost. As proof of your victory, I confer on you this, the official Pokemon League Boulder Badge. 1 down, 7 to go. Let's do this, guys. I'm pumped. Just having the Boulder Badge makes your Pokemon more powerful. It also enables the use of the move Flash outside of battle. Of course, a Pokemon must know the move Flash to use it. Mikey got 1400 for winning! Yay! Wait, take this with you too! Put TM39 in the TM case. A TM, Technical Machine, contains a technique for Pokemon. Using a TM teaches the move it contains to a Pokemon. A TM is good for only one use. This changes in Gen 5, but we're not there yet, so whatever. So, when you use one, pick the Pokemon carefully. Anyways, TM39 contains Rock Tomb. It hurls boulders at the foe and lowers its speed. Its attack power is not really worth it compared to other Rock-type moves, so... yeah, I'm not going to use it. Besides, I don't even think I have a Pokemon that can learn it. The only Pokemon I think I own that I could probably use it for is Mankey, and I don't want Mankey to know it. I don't want any Pokemon I currently have at the moment to know it. But that was a quick drubbing of Brock, so I do have a lot of extra room to find Pokemon in this episode. So first things first, I'm going to go heal myself, so if you'll excuse me. Because I played through this game so many times, I know for a fact that the first trainer we encounter outside of Pewter City will be using a flying type Pokemon, and it's most likely Pidgey. So, I'm going to have Larkstein out to do some heavy lifting against them. And hopefully I'll be able to get everyone else leveled up fairly well. Because, as you guys know, I do intend to catch a Pokemon in this episode. One that will be on our team for the long haul. And then next episode, I'm going to catch one that I'm thinking about using. I don't know, I have a couple of Pokemon up in the air over my last Pokemon, what it is going to be and whatnot. But first we get interrupted by this guy with glasses. Oh, Mikey! I'm glad I caught up to you. I'm Professor Oak's aide. I've been asked to deliver this, so here you go. Mikey received the running shoes! Switch shoes with the running shoes. Press the B button to run, but only where there's room to run. Well, I must be going back to the lab. Bye-bye. Cool, I guess. There's a letter attached. Dear Mikey, here's a pair of running shoes for my beloved challenger. Remember, I'll always cheer for you. Don't ever give up. From Mom. Wow, I don't even get love, Mom. I mean, I get the formality is not that, like, maybe love is not that big in the Japanese culture, but here in America it is, so that whole, I don't get a love mom thing, that's kind of depressing. I don't know. I know my real mother would never give me a note that didn't say love mom. That for a fact. Believe me, I went through years of school with her sending those, trying to send me notes in my, sending me notes in my lunchbox. Excuse me, you looked at me, didn't you? Yes, I did. 'Cause I want to destroy you! Alright, Janice. She sent out the Pidgey, just like I foretold you all. Don't ever question my judgment ever again. I'm pretty sure Larkstein is going to clean house here, so I'll be able to talk about other things. Maybe other Let's Plays that I'm planning. Because I gotta be honest with you, I thought I would have a buttload of LPs planned for like January and February, and I gotta be honest, I don't. Outside of Mario Party, Mario Kart, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Mario 64, actually no, all of those have already started, so I can't even say that those are planned LPs. So Mario Party, Mario Party 3, Mario Kart DS, Super Mario 64, Yu-Gi-Oh! They've all started. So it's a little perplexing to say, like, oh, I've definitely got all these LPs planned. I mean, I know I want to go back and redo Lion King because now I've got the better audio. So you'll actually be able to hear me whine about the Be Prepared level. But the only two other Let's Plays I have planned for 2016 are this, which I technically count since I'm posting the first episode on New Year's, and Kingdom Hearts. I mean, I want to do Earthbound at some point. Oh, crap, I didn't switch out. Oh, well. I want to do Earthbound at some point, but personally, I just cannot see me doing Earthbound immediately, because first off, I need to find a hard copy of it, because, as you guys know, I have Elgato now, so I am going to be phasing out the emulators, little by little. All the Let's Plays I currently have on emulators will be completed on the emulators, but I pretty much hope to be able to get rid of all my emulators, with the exceptions of the ones that run Pokemon games, because that's probably the only series that I will not change. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh, crap. Yeah, but I have Elgato now, so I'm not going to be running Let's Plays of, ooh, Quick Attack. I'm not going to be running Let's Plays of, like, Mario 64. I'm going to finish that on the emulator, because it's going to be a little annoying to, finish up on my, on the N64, but I do have the N64, and I do have the ability to record off of all my systems now, so that's a good thing, that's a good sign. But, again, I have things I have to finish, and the only two projects I have planned are this and Kingdom Hearts for 2016 so far, so I mean, if I look objectively, I guess Chain of Memories is going to be a Let's Play that I'm going to tackle. Not the Game Boy version this time, obviously the PS3 version. But I don't want there to be too much Kingdom Hearts, because too much Kingdom Hearts and this could become a Kingdom Hearts channel. I mean, that's why I want a variety. I am going to go to the store tomorrow, because I want to look for a copy of Mario Party 4, because once Mario Party 1 ends, I'm going to have Mario Party Withdrawal, and unless I get, Pebbles and Shroomy to come in, the first three are probably not going to be that used. I guess I could record Mario Party 2 first. I, like, re-record it, at least. Because I can play the, if I record off the system, excuse me 1 second, I cannot stand when my friggin' allergies act up when I'm in the middle of a frickin' recording. Oh, God. But anyway. Damn it, did I just forget what I was talking about? Oh yeah, Mario Party. I'm going to be looking for a copy of Mario Party 4 and such, so I'm going to want to do that next. Or at least one of the planned LPs I have, because so far I only have Elgato working with my PS3. So I'm only going to be playing it with using it for Kingdom Hearts first. So I'm not going to worry about anything else at the moment. I'll worry about that stuff when we get to it. And it's still a Rattata, so we're going to keep out my Rattata. Just keep hitting it with Quick Attack, because that seems to be the best strategy that works, because Quick Attack is the best move. Now, Rattata has impressed me so far, I gotta be honest. I didn't expect Rattata to get this much use out of me. I expected Rattata to be one of those Pokemon I just keep at level 10 until I can find a replacement, but I mean, really, Rattata has exceeded my expectations. Ooh, a new Pokemon! And Rattata's a little worn out, but I'm going to keep her out there because she's probably my best bet against this Pokemon. Ekans! Ekans is a pure poison type Pokemon. Its ability Intimidate, or it has the ability Shed Skin, which is, either one is really useful in this game. Intimidate, as you've seen, cuts attack power, and Shed Skin has a 30% chance of healing itself of a status ailment, specifically burn, paralysis, or poison. But it cannot be poison, so it's kind of a lesser important stat, but, I mean, ability, but, again, it's definitely not a bad ability. Ekans, on the other hand, as a Pokemon, is okay. I mean, it's outclassed by superior poison types. But if you want to use one, I see no reason why you can't. Unfortunately, Rattata's a little worn out here, so I'm going to have to switch. Actually, how many potions do I have? I am going to buy more before the episode ends. Oh, I have 5. I'm pretty good on potions right now. So let's level up Rattata a bit more. Because as you can see, we're battling a bug catcher. Never mind. I thought we were battling another junior. All right, Pidgey, you get the kills against bug catchers. It's okay. Are you a trainer? Let's get with it right away. Okay. And since I'm assuming this guy's gonna have no new Pokemon, let's just continue going on about stuff that's gonna happen around the channel. 2016 is looking to be like a very interesting year. I mean, again, so far, aside from Kingdom Hearts and Pokemon Leaf Green, I don't have any. I cannot confirm when other projects will start. I mean, I know I want to play Heart Gold. I know I want to play Ruby or Sapphire. I can't guarantee that Ruby or Sapphire will get done, and I can't guarantee that. Because like I said, I want to cut back on projects I've done a lot of, and Pokemon is one I've done a lot of. Mario Party is one I may want to kick to the curb, because there are other projects I'm looking at. I have been playing Super Smash Brothers recently. Super Smash Brothers for the Wii U. I am fascinated by Xenoblade. I have never picked up a Xenoblade game. So I'm extremely curious about testing that out. I want to see how good Xenoblade is. I want to play some Star Fox games. I mean, I'm not going to keep it up to, I'm not going to keep it just at Nintendo, as you guys have seen, since I am playing Kingdom Hearts. But I do want to try out some other games. Sonic the Hedgehog. I mean, I know that's still kid-oriented. Metal Gear is something I haven't played Metal Gear game in years. Star Wars Battlefront is one I definitely want to play. Not the third one. Not Battlefront 3. Screw Battlefront 3. Battlefront 3. I will never own a copy of that game. I will have someone buy it for me. If that's how desperate I am to have if that's how desperate I am to have a PS4 when Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out, that'll be the only way. I'm not buying anything. Okay. But yeah, as I plan out different projects and things, I keep getting reminded of the fact that I've neglected. Thank you, Larxene, for taking a few hits, son. Perfect! It's exactly what I needed you to do, Larxene. I'm gonna go heal you guys up anyway, so it's perfectly okay. While I am healing, I will continue to tell you guys stuff. I will even show you the Pokemon Center, because I don't want to lose my train of thought again. But I do want to play other games. I do have a lot of other games lined up, games I would like to play. The Force Unleashed is one that I've said I've always been curious about. I mean, I've played the games. I have not played the second one. I have played the first one. Only on the PS2, though, oddly enough. There are other games that I'm interested in learning about. I am interested in learning and playing other games. Majora's Mask is one I definitely want to play. Though I'm not sure if I'm going to use play Majora's Mask or Ocarina of Time, because as Chugga has pointed out multiple times, they're pretty much the same game in terms of like reuse source material and stuff. The same can be said for a lot of Pokemon games that are like have rushed sequels, like Pokemon XD. is sort of a rush of Coliseum, even though I think Coliseum was the rushed product. But anyway, as I continue, let's get Rattata out there. Rattata needs some more experience. I believe this girl has more poison types. But anyway, I'm very curious into learning about all these games. Xenoblade is the biggest one. I have never, and for my life, I've never played a Xenoblade game. In fact, before Super Smash Bros., I didn't know Xenoblade existed. I've never watched a game. I've never played a game. I beg you guys, for my sake, don't spoil anything about Xenoblade. I have never played it. I have never experienced it. From what I've been told, it is a very good series. Oh, time to actually bring out a bio. Crap. There we go. Nidoran female. The Nidoran family was the original family that only had gender differences because they're two different Pokemon. Nidoran female is the defensive-minded Nidoran of the Nidoran types. It's very useful at doing both physical and special defenses. And its ability Poison Point poisons any Pokemon that makes contact with it. Unless, of course, the Pokemon is a poison type. Now, there's a chance it won't work. I believe it is a 50%. No, it's a 35. It's a 30% chance. Same with Shed Skin. But it is an idea that a lot of It's something that we will encounter a lot of. 9 times out of 10, I will get poisoned by a Pokemon with Poison Point. That's just my luck, of course. That's why I bought a lot of antidotes. Alright, Rattata grows to level 12. That's good. Now we got Rattata at some decent levels. Unfortunately for me, we got another bug catcher coming up here, so I'm gonna have to bring Pidgey back out and talk more to you guys about what's going on around the channel. But yeah, I am planning games. I am planning co-op games for 2016. I hope to get... I mean, I do have pretty much everything I need to run a co-op game, but... Except, of course, the key to me doing a co-op game, a partner. Now, I have not confirmed when I am going to be posting for... not only helpers, but... like part-time people, but also partners to help fuel the growing thing that is my channel. I mean, at this point last year I had just under 300 subscribers, and now I'm pushing 800. So this is growing, even if it's just slow. Unfortunately. But I'd love for it to grow fast, but okay. But like I said, you can't always win every battle. And if you can win at least a few of them, that's my ticket. Now, I do have a few people who are interested in doing it. Obviously, Shermie being the butt-face that he is with his channel, he's interested. But, again, he can't post as much, A, and B, he can't be as part of the team as much because not only is he not around, but when he's off from school, he's working. So, it's a little hard to get him nailed down, especially because he's going into such a intensive field. He's going into forensic science. There's a chance he won't get there. I obviously hope he gets there because he's my cousin first and my partner. He'd be my cousin first and my partner second. So I'm more worried about his well-being than I am my channel's well-being. Alright, we have a new Pokemon to talk about. One that we can actually find here in the wild. But first, let me talk about it. Jigglypuff! One of the other famous icons of the Pokemon universe. Jigglypuff is the adorable, plushy goodness of a ball-shaped thing in the world. Pure normal type, it is an absolute tank. It can contain a lot of hits. It can take a lot of hits. Rest of its stats are okay, I guess. But Jigglypuff is a very useful and well-rounded Pokemon that, if you're looking for, like, just Pokemon that can just take hits, I'd recommend Jigglypuff. I mean, when you catch one in the wild, its HP may not look that big, but then you'll have to check its level. I caught a Jigglypuff the last time I was playing this game, and it had, like, 25 HP, and I'm like, is that really that much? Then I looked at it and it was at level 3. A level 3 Jigglypuff had more HP than my Pikachu, okay? That's kind of sad. Jigglypuff will likely have the ability Cute Charm. I think that's the only ability it can have. And... oh, nope, I didn't find one. Again, it's very useful. Not the most useful of those pink plush balls. We will get to that one next episode. But, I'm not really going to get too overworked over it. I am going to look for a Jigglypuff to catch one, though, because I believe this is the only area where you can catch one in the wild. Other times you have to get one. But, hey, we found a Nidoran female! Nidoran females, as you guys recall, are the defensive-minded ones. They're a little bit trickier to raise than the Nidoran male. But that's completely okay, at least if you ask me, because, as you would fully expect, guess who is going to be the next member of our team? That's right. Welcome to the team Nidoran female. I bet you guys are kind of surprised by this, but you know what? I love Nidoking so much, I use it almost all the time I replay through or talk about these games, that I am willing, and not even just willing, I am like confident in knowing that this Nidoran female is going to be a very valuable ally to my team. Like, insanely valuable. And as you would expect, this is the Pokemon that I'm going to play for my team for the long haul. It does make me a bit weaker to Poison than I would like, but you know what? I have ways of getting around these Pokemon's weakness, Poison to Psychic, but I do have ways of getting around weaknesses to Psychic, so I'm not really that worried about having 2 Poison types, especially since Poison is, it's one of the best types in Pokemon, in general, because Poison is such a great status ailment. But anyway, let's read its bio. Although small, its venomous barbs render this Pokemon dangerous. The female has smaller horns, as you would expect, because female Pokemon tend to be more defensive than offensive. Alright, give a nickname to the captured Nidoran female? You bet your ass we are. And I only had one nickname to give this thing. When I first saw Nidoqueen, I was incredibly content with calling it this. We're gonna call Nidoran and its ultimate evolved form, Nidorina and Nidoqueen, Big Mama. I'm not gonna get bios about those Pokemon just yet because I'm not worried about raising them right now. I'm more worried about raising Big Mama up because she, in terms of levels, is 5 levels behind our weakest member. But there is one last Pokemon I'm looking for here, and it's not another Nidoran female. So it may take a few minutes, so I'm actually going to go heal up Nidoran female, and then I will be right back so we can go find this last Pokemon. Okay, the Pokemon I was looking for was not Nidoran male, but you know what? I'll take it. I mean, it's not the best Pokemon to have, but you know what? It's still a good for my team, at least at the moment. I definitely have no problem with a Nidoran male. Because, you know what? I have used Nidoran males before. They work really well. And I'm sorry I had to use the fast forward thing there. I am running dangerously behind schedule. I wanted to have at least be into the next episode at this point, and it's just taken way too long. I would like to find a Jigglypuff, but if I can't find one soon, we're just going to have to deal with what we got. I'm going to give it 3 more Pokemon and then move on. Jigglypuffs here, I believe, are only levels 3 and 5, so I'm not going to... Oh, friggin' can't escape. Really? Okay, we finally found one. It's at level 3, so it's going to be a little bit harder to catch than one would expect. Oh, thank God. Jigglypuff's only move it will know at this level is Sing, so... I was going to say, let's hope Big Mama doesn't fall asleep, but she did. That's okay. We're not really interested in... Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me! At least I bought some Awakenings. I spent all of our money on Awakenings. Oh, for God's sake! Sing only has a 55% accuracy ratio. It should be missing a fair amount of the time. Thank you. God, that was annoying. Oh, no! Q-Charm! Oh no. Big Mama, don't be hump happy. Don't be hump happy. Thank you. Thank you, Big Mama. I know I can count on you. Okay, let's catch Jigglypuff. This time, there won't be a friggin' Oranberry to ruin my progress. Hopefully. Hopefully this Pokemon doesn't know the move Recycle, even though that was introduced in Gen 4. But it doesn't, so we're good. So congratulations! Jigglypuff is now a part of our Pokemon family. Not part of the team, but I digress. We are not interested in giving Jigglypuff a name because it's not going to be even a partial party member. In that regards, I'm kind of disappointed that Rattata and Pidgey don't have nicknames now. I'm kind of short-sighted when it comes to that. Okay, there are no more required trainers, but it would be nice if you want to grind up, if you did catch a Nidoran or you want to use Jigglypuff, it is nice to grind them up over here so they can get some experience before you go into the dungeon. Because when you get into this dungeon, I warn you, the weakest Pokemon will be of Nidoran's level. So if you want to train Nidoran there, it's fine, but for me, I'd like to grind up a little bit. Mostly because the Pokemon you'll find in there tend to be able to either withstand Nidoran's attacks or aren't even affected by it. So I recommend you use caution when training in there, but it's not impossible. That's what I'm saying. Now, ordinarily, I would not show you the Pokemon Center here, but there is something that's very interesting. Something that has always made me laugh whenever I play this game. And that's that bald guy that's turning left and right as we're healing our Pokemon. The guy on the left-hand side. I'm going to go put Nidoran in the computer, and then I'm going to go talk to this guy. He's got to be, without a doubt, one of the funniest things in the world. The fact that he wants to sell you a Pokemon. Now, first off, I don't have any money to buy this thing. But second of all, you got to ask yourself, is the Pokemon worth it? That is the million-dollar question. For you to answer, and for me to just laugh at, because I would never do this because of how easy the Pokemon is able to acquire later on. Hello there, laddie. If I got a deal just for you, I'll let you have a secret Pokemon, a Magikarp, for just $500. So you'll buy it, am I right? Before I flatly reject this guy's proposal, let me give you a bit of a backstory in case you don't know what this Pokemon is. Magikarp is the definition of a useless Pokemon. I've said that about Metapod and Kakuna, but you know what? If you level them up from Weedle and Caterpie, they can be pretty decent. Magikarp? No. Magikarp takes till level 20 to evolve. The only move it knows when you get it at this level from this guy is Splash. And at level 15, it can learn Tackle. So you'll be leveling up a Pokemon that doesn't even get the benefit of having Harden as its attack, where it could raise its defense. Splash does literally nothing. Splash does literally nothing. It is the single most useless move in the world. Not only that, your Magikarp will gain almost no experience from it, from doing anything. It is a water type that, if you really want one, and if you're serious that you want a Magikarp to raise it up to be its final evolved form, which I will cover later, go buy that go get it. You can go get it later. You can fish for it later. It's very easy to obtain, trust me. This is a deal that is not worth it unless you are that desperate to get a water type. And what sucks for you is that there's only one move that Magikarp's evolved form can learn that's a water type, and it doesn't learn it until the 50s. You can't even control a Pokemon that strong at this point. Oh my god. Okay, that'll wrap up an episode. I had to go on that little tirade, I'm sorry. Thank you guys for joining me. I'm NintendoMan64. Join me next time, where we go into this next dungeon, which is called... Mount Moon. Until then, sayonara.